Hi guys. A few days ago I introduced you to the house of the Wiseguys and told you about a sample that one of the Wiseguys himself, OG Gabriel, kindly sent me. I'm under the impression that this scent has already received, at least one review by Lanier Smith, who was kind enough to do a wonderful little Wiseguys impression. I'll forego that for your own sake because it wouldn't be pretty. But I pretty much agree with his review and a lot of what he says in the review. I want to talk about the notes, but one of the things that Lanier didn't talk about when I got to talk, actually had the opportunity to speak with OG on the phone for about an hour, and he told me that he didn't tell me to say anything about the scent itself, but he did tell me that he wanted me to talk about what the scent was trying to do. So, first of all, here's the scent. It's he sent me a 10 ml decant of Wiseguys Las Vegas. This scent is boozy, tobacco, leather, a little bit of sweetness on top. It's basically what it's trying to do, and what I think it does very, very well, is it evokes the Las Vegas of the 40s and 50s. When you think of all the movie stars, the casinos, the strip, it evokes a time and it evokes a place. And it does both very nicely. It's also it's also about an image. So, aside from evoking a time and a place, movie stars, gambling, casinos, dinner clubs, supper clubs, that sort of thing, it's also part of an image. And it's a part of an image that the Wiseguys, especially OG, want to resurrect. And for any of you who are familiar with OG from the Facebook fragrance groups, knows from his pictures, and just from his simple mane and demeanor, that he dresses in a very distinctive way, and that he would almost certainly smell like this, or that he should smell like this, because of the way he dresses. It's a very sort of distinctive style. He wears like sort of white pants a lot of times, and wingtip shoes. I don't know if that's the right word, but very styled and fitted shirts. I mean, he looks like he just looks like a quintessential guy who stepped out of Las Vegas. That's where he lives. So it is important to recognize what he's trying to do with it, because that's a big part of the story. This really does work the best when you have the whole thing going on. When you have the shoes, the slacks, the nice belt, the really nice shirt, the sunglasses, everything. But I rarely do that. I'm more of a t-shirt and jeans kind of guy, and I still like the way it smells. But when you have it with that sort of set, that get up, it's really something extra special. It's really evocative of, like I said, that time and that place, 30s, 40s, 40s and 50s, Las Vegas. So that's what I wanted to say to begin with. Now, as far as the smell goes, I've already sprayed this on my skin. I've worn it probably 8 or 10 times. It was a pretty generous sample he gave me. This is 10 mils, and I've already had maybe, like I said, 8 or 10 wearings out of it. It opens with a really big blast of something slightly sweet. Maybe it's the vanilla bourbon, along with a lot of, not a lot, but some Italian bergamot and vanilla bourbon. And it does what Lanier Smith says that it opens big, and it does. It opens really big. But it's sort of like a facade. You give it a few minutes, and that big, bold, brash sort of, fuck you punch in the face, like you might expect from a wise guy. Not any one of the wise guys, but, just for some general asshole. You get them, alone, give them 10 minutes to settle down, and it really develops into something unique. It never loses that sweetness on the top, but you start to get sort of, the longer it sits on my skin, actually, the more I get kind of a pineapple accord, actually. Not sweet, sickeningly sweet, syrupy pineapple, but just a nice touch of pineapple. As you really dries down and starts to give it an hour or so, 2 hours, you get more vanilla, you get more tobacco, and still the sweetness stays with you. And I mentioned to OG, I think his sort of marketing plan was to market this strictly to men. And I mentioned to him that, when you are selling scents, basically what you're doing is you're bottling memories. If you're doing a good, sales job, you're bottling memories. This has just enough sweetness in it, I think, to where some women are going to love it. If you like slightly sweet, think vanilla bourbon, boozy, with dry downs of leather tobacco, think this. I mean, this is really what you're getting. It's kind of like it's a really nice mixture of tobacco vanille and Tuscan leather, but just with so much more. It's much, I don't want to say in your face, but the fragrance is more aggressive. It smells much more concentrated than Tom Ford does. In fact, it's 20% essential oils, so I bet it is probably more concentrated. And I've worn both of those fragrances by Tom Ford. This lasts twice as long in my skin. By the way, I've spoken enough about the perfume, I think. Wanted to say one last thing. This will usually run you for 60 mils. Comes in a little 60 ml bottle, 2 ounces. Usually runs you $85 for the entire month of September, which I think is something like a week and a half more. If you contact OG directly, that 60 ml bottle is yours for $45 plus shipping and handling, which is $5. So $50 flat for a bottle. I know there are men and women out there who love a nice, sweet tobacco leather, with lots of booze. And if you like that, if your thing is 40s and 50s movies, and you've always wondered what some of those old movie stars might have smelled like, give this a try. You might be surprised. Even the ladies, if you don't mind smelling like some bourbon, and I know a lot of women like fragrances like this, and a woman can certainly pull it off. Give it a try. Really have enjoyed it. I'm really going to try it more when it gets even colder. I bet it'll be even better. So thanks OG for the sample. Hope you liked the review, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.